Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. We're in the 3.5 Monster Manual, and today's entry is Demon. And man, I am just digging through some stuff here, trying to figure out what's the best thing to make. And I've got some options and some ideas. So, my first thought is the closet, which is a tiny little impy looking guy. I'm thinking about possibly a Nowfish Nay, which is about 2 inches or 4 inches tall. I gave up on Succubus because there's so many good miniatures of that. And then there's the Baboo, and they're a medium. And I actually have like a miniature that if I cut a piece or two off and added a spike on his head, it would work perfect. And I was thinking about the Hezrou, which is kind of like a slod, really. So I thought we could chop something up and add these hands in this face and do something with that. We could scratch build a Bebelis. We could scratch build a Retriever. This is another thing I was thinking of, the Glabrezu. He's got 4 arms. I don't know, so I'm just thinking of different stuff. And I think that just the best thing to probably do is something... What was the Babao one? That one would be an easy one. So let's look at what I have here. This is like a Dungeon Swag mini that we don't put out anymore because we lost rights to it. And if you had any kind of skinny, undead-looking dude, you could just snip off their tongue and make it one of these by putting a spike on the back of its head. And that would work nice for this. And then, but I'm kind of wanting to do this, the closet. I think we could do something cool with a miniature flight stand and some demon wings. For example, I could steal wings from that. Those aren't very good wings. But I got these wings off of this thing, which was a Dungeon Swag mini. It's out of print too. Let me just show you how stretchy and flexible and durable these are. You know, usually when you get resin prints, they snap. Look at this. They're you know, our stuff is good. So they're about 8 foot tall. So let's hold him up to a regular dude. Where's my regular dude? Oh, there he is. So let's say that we cut that off and put a frog head on. We can make that into a Hezrou. So these are just different ideas I'm having. If we were going to do the closet, I thought we could take this bull head off of this, whatever this guy is, some kind of minotaur. Pop it on that body. Pop some wings on there. Put it on a flight stand. So, I mean, I have ideas. I don't know what I'm really going to go with. So let's start with, let's see how it would be. Wow, that was flying head of death. To get a frog head on this dude. We want his hands. Well, that's not safe to use. How about this? Much safer. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, so I'm just trying to come up with some ideas. I thought maybe this is a little tall for 8 foot, but that body could be right amount of work. I think we could easily get a frog on that better than we could on that. And it not look so doofy. Just ideas, just thoughts. Let's see how hard it is to get this dude off the base. Can't be that hard. Got it at the Dollar Tree. This can't be on there that good. Ooh, wait a minute here. Snippy off the hand. Snippy off that hand. Snippy off his head. Whoa. Wow, that's gone. Oh, man, look at that. Let's see if one of those poker chips works for a base on that guy. It could. All right. So in the artwork, they're naked. But I don't really have anything naked, and my table's a little bit PG anyways. At times. And then you could use this as a stand-in for, I can't think what I'm trying to say now. I said it earlier, now I can't, I'm brain farting. For a slot or something too, if you had to. So this is probably the good one to use. I mean, we'll eventually get to the slot and probably have to make something just like this, but... Oops. Okay. Alright, so according to the thing, they have spikes running down their back. So we got to figure that out real quick. And I think we can just kind of make that work, right? We know a guy. Let's see if we can pin drill into this fairly easily. Yeah, we can. I snapped his hand right off. Of course I did. Okay. We'll get that back on after we get these spikes going. Alright, so it ended up being the Hezrou. Could have been worse. If you're wondering, I'm just cutting these a little bit shorter each time. Trying to get the certain kind of look I want. Now this last one is going to end up being right where that glue is, so I don't even think we should try to pin drill it, so I'll just try anyways. Oop, that just went off kilter there. Okay. And then, just to kind of pimp him a little bit, I'm going to snip off his elbows and have a spike coming back that way. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Oops. Okay. Those were both kind of busts because I cut them too long. So they were too thick to shove in. La 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 la. Okay, something like that. Let's get the other hand back on there. Let's get a little glue and make that hand look like it's part of that arm. Try to make it look like a continuous seam, or not seam, shape. Let's check this side again. It looks pretty good. Just a little bit. Okay. Now, their artwork has some more sinister eyes than that for sure. But I think if we do a decent enough paint job, we can recover where we're failing on shape. Change out paint lids. The one that has a nub. Get it on there as straight as we can. Keep that. We'll use that to slide our glue around. Wow, sorry, I zoned out there. I don't know why I was having fun doing that. Sorry about that. You think with as much as I do it, I wouldn't enjoy it, but still do. I wonder if Mrs. Doom ever knew I stole that toothbrush. I saw that she bought new ones, so I was like, oh, fair game. Okay. Let's get out my spider web removal tool. Oh, wasn't quite ready. Okay. Maybe I can hold him by these back spikes and get it. Okay, something like that. And we'll get a couple of little rocks on the base and stuff too to spice that up. And then also, since we know that those spikes are just kind of held there in place by that, we'll just come down his back and hit those with a little bit of glizzu. Make sure it soaks into those holes. Get a little bit around his hands, drag that around. Make sure that's not going to come off. All right, let's do some rockage. Use a big rock there. Well, I say big, these are actually kind of tiny, but for my big rocks, they're small. For my little rocks, they're enormous. Before you make any jokes, yes, I have been to Arkansas. I don't think I spent a lot of time in Arkansas. I know I had to drive through it kind of recently to go to a funeral in Louisiana. That was far. All right. We don't have the teeth or the nose. Let's look at the picture. We're not even close. We don't have the teeth or the nose. But, I mean, this is a fictitious creature. And we're trying to work within the means of what we have. And I paid $1.25 for that Skeletor, which is more than I like to spend on making a miniature to begin with. So I feel like I'm kind of committed at this point to use this. That's just me. If you're unhappy, go back and try something else maybe. Send me a picture of it on Discord so I know what you did. I would have been happier to use this as a slod than as the Hezrou. I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be a bad mini. Would have been nice if he had some kind of claws. Not sure how we can really get those on there without making a big mess, though. All right, let's see what we can do. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a mess. Of course. This is just a test run to see how it would look. I'm going to get some super glue gel. Grab some forceps. All right. At the right angle, I do believe this would add something to the miniature. All right. So let me wipe his fingers off from that super glue. I still didn't go buy any Islands tacky glue. All right. Now, I would say this is not the preferred method. All right. Focus up. Making this longer than it has to be. We need 4 claws that are long enough for us to deal with. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get him pointed in the same direction as his finger, then bent down a little bit, as if his fingers are really long. Okay, I think, my dudes, If we can get this to look okay, this will be perfect. That'll definitely add more to them than what we had going on. So I can't complain about that. And I have a bunch of new toothpicks to use. For stirring and spreading. Because I don't like to use a new one if I can help it. Alright, so these fingers... we want to make sure there's no seam. Something like that. Get burnt. Whoops. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Let's get this longer one. Okay. I'll get rid of some of these spider webs while we're here. Okay. So we're somewhere right there. We need to fix the fingers on this hand so there's no lumps. Like if there's something small that could be indicative of like a knuckle, leave that obviously if you want, but don't leave anything chunky. Alright. Definitely more believable as a monster now. Let's get rid of spider webs. Let's glue his fingers together. Oops. Yes, that is glue running down my finger. Of course it is. All right. Now let's look at him. That one moved a little bit. It's stuck like that now. All right, so that's the basic gist of our Hezrou demon. I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes here once he's dry, and we'll paint him. But I am going to, for now, hit him with a base coat of probably black. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll come together and paint him. It'll probably take us about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I don't know. Something like that. So anyways, if you enjoy what we're doing here, there's a simple solution to see more of it. And that's to hit like and subscribe and notification bell, share the video. Hey, go check out our website. If you're interested in getting some miniatures, that'd be a good place to start. I'm just throwing all these little pieces in here. I don't feel like sorting them all out and putting them away where they probably go. Oh, here's pigs I was pulled out in case we did the Nalfaschnee. And the big guys just can't go in those boxes. All right, so anyways, check out the website. We have some discount codes. You can get some free mini, a free mini. You can get 25% off your first month box if you want to try out our subscription service. It's a loot crate. This month it has a box of heroes. Every month it has a different theme. You will quickly fill out your monster collection with it. I promise you, you'll have enough orcs to throw on the table, enough goblins to throw on the table, hobgoblins, and what have you. Bugbears, you name it. You'll be able to populate your table. In the course of a year, you'll have almost every type of main enemy you need, and maybe a couple special ones here and there. And I hear rumors that on Christmas there might even be special minis. So, yeah, check it out. Come to the Discord. Show me what you've been crafting. If you've been watching these videos, you're likely crafting something or trying to craft something, right? I'm interested to see what you're doing. So come show me. I'm super curious. There's the Hezrou. And there's the really cool looking, actually, reference art. For once ever, they do a cool job and I do a crappy job. No, I'm just kidding. I do a lot of crappy jobs. Anyway, so we'll see you in part 2. Thanks for watching.